What a nice boy. Let's leave the yard through a different direction. Tired. He spent the night with his brother Buster, and they played and played and played. So he's a very relaxed boy today. Come right. Good boy. And let's go to the left. There's a good boy. And we're going to come way back to the right. Good boy. Poor blue spruce trees didn't survive last year's drought. Come around. Good boy. And I'm not going to try and make that short turn. I think we'll go to the playground today. What do you think of that? Almost to a new moon. Oh dear, that looks like a fire. There go Amy and Nikki. What a good boy. Walk on. I'd turn you out with the cattle, but I sure can't turn your son out. He's a little wicked thing. Are you ready to working trot? What a good boy. I rode Rosie this morning. She doesn't necessarily go where you point her. It's so nice to drive a horse that you tell them to go one direction and that's where they go. There we go. That's our nice steady great gait. I'm looking for hints of green after our little shower last night out in our pasture. And I'm sure not seeing any yet. Looked at the rain gauge this morning. It didn't even make the the little rubber thing in there floats, so maybe that's because it was raining sideways. I think I need a rain gauge that's on a swivel, sort of like a weather vane. So it would tip to be open whatever direction the wind is coming from. Yep, that's a fire. Nice relaxed trot, young man. As he learns to push harder, that's fine, you can go after her, that's fine. As he learns to push harder, use more impulsion, then his gait will be able to slow down and he'll go the same speed. Prayer for the firemen who are out fighting that blaze. What a good boy. Keep moving. You don't get to be silly about pieces of something different colored on the ground. Yeah, it's a lot deeper over here now, huh? Ground's a little bit damp. Good boy. Good boy. What he'll discover out here in the softer ground is that he has to push harder. Might be hard work after last night. I saw him pushing off plenty, rearing and playing and chewing and no, I want to stay on this path. My choice. His check rein was fairly snug before we left the barn, and now it's nice and loose. All it'll do is keep him from ducking his head clear down. But if he trips, he goes between the checks, so it's not going to jerk him like an overcheck would. I appreciate that Nikki's in the other track. We're not going to the other track. We're staying in this one. And even though we had a bit of a shower last night, I don't know if you can see the amount of dust that's being raised just by us going through the field, but there's plenty. I had one of those duh moments this morning. I stopped to get fuel in my truck. They said we had a possibility of hail last night, so I parked the truck in the barn. When I went to get fuel this morning, I thought, oh, look at this, we didn't even have enough rain to wash the dust off the windshield. And then it occurred to me it had been in the barn, and there's plenty of dust in the barn, and that's where it all came from, so that felt kind of silly. All right, it's deep right here, buddy, so we're gonna have to really hit it at an angle. Good boy. Ugh.